I am reviewing Them, a home invasion horror movie directed by Xavier Paloud and David Moreau, which came out in 2006. Them tells the story of a couple in an isolated country house who wake up to a strange noise and find that there are people outside. Them essentially has the exact same premise as The Strangers, except it came out 2 years earlier, it is not nearly as well known, and in my opinion, it is much, much better. I always see The Strangers in lists of the scariest movies ever made or touted as the best home invasion movie. Personally, I've never been a big fan of it, but I can understand the hype. The purpose of bringing up The Strangers in this video is not to shit on it. The purpose of this comparison is to shine a light on another movie that I think deserves just as much praise. If you like The Strangers, if the idea of being home alone and someone breaking in scares you, you should be checking out Them. Them has some absolutely top-notch scare sequences. The opening scene specifically had me covering my eyes and ears by the end of it. It is so well done. Other movies would have blown their load way earlier, but here the suspense is built and built and built and built until you can't stand it anymore. I found both of the two leads to be very likable characters. Their home is a great setting for this type of movie. It's spacious, it's dark, there are endless places for people to pop out of, and later on they do. The story of Them is really simple. It's essentially a game of hide and seek with deadly consequences in a spooky house. A game of cat and mouse that has you tense from start to finish. Speaking of finish, the ending here is perfect. I certainly wasn't expecting it, and those final few shots were just fantastic. Something I haven't mentioned to this point is yes, this movie is French. I know subtitles can unfortunately be a deterrent to some, but I really think this is worth a shot, even if you don't normally watch foreign horror films. I should also mention, even though this movie is often lumped in with new French extremist movies like Martyrs or Inside or High Tension, it is really not very gory. This is definitely a movie that anyone could watch. The violence is pretty standard for a horror movie. Overall, I strongly recommend Them. It is an awesome horror movie, ripe with suspense, and being home alone is a circumstance that anyone can relate to and be terrified by. If you like this review of Them, please consider subscribing to my channel. I post new horror reviews and recommendations every Friday, and I genuinely appreciate every bit of support for this channel. Thank you for watching, and remember to lock your doors tonight.